freedom fighters. And I'm not a fan of saying the black man. I'm much more of a fan of saying the black people. All right? It is not a black man's plight. There are an equal amount of women that have died at the hands of cops. What we can't get people to understand is that the white man needs to get on board. And what I'm discovering is that it's old white people. More than anything. There are some young ones that are just ignorant. Some of those are in the hillbillies, in the hills of Oklahoma. They might just be ignorant. Oh. But what I'm getting is that it's a lot of old people that need to do a lot of fixing. How's everyone doing? You know, since I've been eating better, my nails have just been like beautiful since I've been eating better. Oh, Instagram, you guys can give me some hearts? Give me some hearts. How are you today? Slept well. Slept well. Had a rough day yesterday. Had a rough week. You know, this George Floyd thing is not working for me. Especially in my age bracket. Like, I want to be out there doing my part. So, but I can't because of COVID and I have an underlying condition. So what I do is feed the protesters. That's what I do. I feed the protesters. So, yeah, George changed the world, and he changed the world by dying, right? And Darnella, the little 17-year-old, she changed the world by being still enough to film. That is amazing. What that little girl did was amazing. She didn't even shake that camera. That little girl, Darnella, what in the world did her mama teach her? She's my hero. And her mama, and her daddy. I don't know what the old ways is. Why are we in the streets fighting if we're going to go back to the old ways? I don't know what that means. I find that a near impossibility. I think shit will burn down before any of us go back to the old ways. Think about it. I think what we have to start doing is stop speaking negatively. I know someone in my, I think it was YouTube, and she was like, don't say I can't breathe, say I can breathe. And I like that. I didn't like being told what to do when I didn't see others doing it. But I do like what you said, which was take it from a negative narrative to a positive narrative. And to say, I can breathe. I think the reason why people aren't there yet is because we're trying to remember the words of someone that had an issue. I don't know who said that. Who said Kaepernick wasn't something? Who said that so I can block you? Who said that? Okay? I swear to God, you could be a long-time person. You don't have to explain, Khalistan. Don't do it. Don't explain to anybody. Who said it? Be bold enough to come back and say, I said it. Who said it? So I can block you. I don't have time. And no one, please explain to anyone what this fight is about, what we're feeling. No more explanations. They're not going to get it anyway. It's so exhausting to explain to people. They're not going to get it. So don't explain anymore. Screw them. Who said it? You know what? I could find it. Don't worry about how old I am. Kiss my ass. There you go. Oh, is somebody white? Get out of here. She should be blocked. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, don't explain to anybody. Please, whatever you do, just make sure I blocked her again. Block. She better be blocked, I swear. What's her name? Hippie? Hippie. Oh, you have a name like Hippie Crap? Yeah. You're full of crap. You just don't have time to argue. Don't argue with people. Do you understand that? Don't care. Don't argue. You know what I like to tell people? You're so white. I'd be like, you're so white. I text it to everybody. I'm like, you're so white. That's what I like to say. Hello, Instagram. How are you, my lovies? How is everyone doing? Hi, get him. Right? She's a Karen. The Karens are the... Why are they even on my channel? Like, the minute you see Kaepernick, you must realize it's going to be a black thing. KFC went on fire by my house, but thought they... But, what? KFC went on fire. We're in Kentucky. We don't eat KFC in Los Angeles. It's not even chicken, people. What are you doing? Do you realize you're not even eating chicken? Do you realize they can't even call it Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore because you're not eating chicken? You're eating these things with no heads. Oh, you enjoyed my candle scope? Thank you so much. Thank you. I really put my foot in the last one. Bringing out my Oishas and my African deities. This time has taught me to be myself. This period with George Floyd, it was beautiful. Thank you, Seed Essentials. Thank you. Thank you. It has really taught me to be myself, to be my beautiful African self from back to Africa. Also, people, talking about being your beautiful selves. What we eat in America is not food that was meant for us. That's why we're dying of the COVID. It was never meant for us. That's why we're overweight. And that's why we are struggling with the COVID, right? Part of the problem is fast food. Get away from fast food, please. Hi, YouTube. I'm so sorry. Oh, wait. Get away from fast food. The COVID didn't teach us anything. The COVID taught us... Hold on. The COVID taught us that cooking at home is the thing to do. I don't know about you. I lost weight during the COVID. I was not about to turn fat with all that bread and all that rice that disappeared. No. I lost weight during the COVID. I was like, what? Because I cook. Oh, wait. I got two things to show you. Because I cook for myself. And I made a lot of vegetables. And sometimes I ate vegetables for breakfast with eggs. Yes. All right. So, if you go on Colin Kaepernick's website, he still talks about the COVID. The COVID is still here. And I want to tell you about oregano oil. Now, the oregano oil is a miracle. So I want everybody to get oregano oil. Like yesterday. This came right from Amazon for $9. Take it. Buy it like yesterday. Do not buy a pair of shoes, people. Do not buy a pair of sneakers. Get some oregano oil for your whole family, right? So, oregano, and this is for the COVID, because the COVID's not gone, and the protesters, and you're all mingling, and you're all going to get sick again. Thank you for being out on the front lines of this protest. Please, let's maintain mental health. So make sure you get your sleep. And let's maintain some physical health. And this might be the cure-all for your physical health on the front lines. For everyone else that's overweight, If you're overweight, you have gut issues. What you really need to do is get the gut pushed out. Whatever's in that gut, it's just sitting there. That is... Why is she back? Who are you? Block. They will not let me block this bitch. All right. Let me just report her. Abuse. Oh, good. She got blocked. Oh my God, she's like a roach. The Karens are like roaches. They just don't stop. I am. Beautiful conundrum says, can you just make a vitamin list? I am. I'm going to make a vitamin list. I'm going to make a vitamin video. All right. Here's the 2 things I want you to remember. Vitamin D3, most important. Get that. That's a period. Get vitamin D3. 5,000 units. And it's okay if you mix it in your drink every day. I mix it in coffee. You can't tell the difference. I mix it in my teas. You cannot taste the difference. Vitamin D3 from Amazon. I bought it for $6. Oregano oil. Oregano oil fights bacteria. Where is it? Fights bacteria. Treats small intestines bacterial overgrowth. We are not taking care of our intestines. This will treat the small intestine, so it's very important that we want to get to the gut. The gut is where your real medical issues are, right? Treat fungal infections. It is a potent antifungal agent. Provides antioxidants. Reduces inflammation. That's another black person's problem. Some of us are not necessarily overweight. Some of us are swelling from the foods that we're eating. Reduces inflammation. Heals wounds. I should put this on my neck now I'm thinking about it. Repels insects. Repels insects. That's something. That's very interesting. Relieves pain. Pain reliever. Aiding in weight loss, guys. Come on. Come on. Work with me. Aids in weight loss. Work with me. Work with me. Fighting cancer. Come on, guys. Come on. Get this. Fights cancer. All right. And that's it. And if you increase drastically your vitamin D3, that also helps you to prevent cancers. Without a proper level of vitamin D3, you are exposed to cancer issues. Okay. The other thing I wanted to read to you was, so it's funny how all the companies are coming out with statements, right? Right? Macy's. They're all coming out with statements. My favorite was Ben & Jerry's. I like the ice cream company. Their statement was amazing, and they even made an ice cream for the protesters. I forgot the name of it, but it was so cute. I love them. I love Ben & Jerry's. So thank you, Ben & Jerry's. Everyone else, I don't know if I believe you. I believe that you're taking a stand now because you don't want your stores to be looted. I don't know. I don't know if I believe you. There's a lot of subtle racism at jobs. So, I don't know if I believe you. All right. Colin Kaepernick. How am I pronouncing it? Oh, man. Oh, wait. Colin, where are you? First of all, I love Colin. I am so proud of him. He is amazing. He took a knee for you, and he took a knee for me, and he took a knee to begin this process that who knew it was going to lead to all of this. Like, we have to be so proud of one man that took a knee. Like, this makes me tear up because he was by himself, and who knew? Who knew one man was going to enact police officers around the world, right? To take a knee with protesters. Who knew? You know? It's a beautiful thing. Remember when they tried to trick him? Was it last year? And they said come to a training camp, but they were just tricking him. Another form of subtle racism to make people act like they were considering to choose him. Do you remember that? It was disgusting, Roger Goodell. Because he knows and is involved in everything. The one thing Roger Goodell cannot say is that I did not know. So they invited him to a training camp to showboat him. And I'm sorry to say this, but I need to. Jay-Z, if you're going to have anything to do with the NFL and any decisions, you need to do better at making sure you and Colin stand together. We will not accept anything less from you. You will not be used, Jay-Z, by the NFL. So you have to figure out how to do better with Colin. I know that hurts. I know it does. But I'm not going to allow you to receive money from the NFL, and Colin doesn't. Be a part of the protest better, Jay-Z. Man up. I know we've all kind of always been used. We can fix ourselves. And that's what I'm offering up. The opportunity to fix himself. Thank you, Mitra. And not be for himself. Two different things. All right, so you guys know I'm always talking about carbs and less carbs, more vegetables, less carbs, and I'm showing you products. I'm almost 100% plant-based meat now. I gotta tell you, I just feel so much better. I'm so less uptight by the foods that I'm eating. This is called Zero Net. It's not bad. It is not bad at all. I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and, you know, some of the breads have 16 grams, but even the 16 grams spikes me. This was not bad, and it's really good for peanut butter and jelly, really good for sandwiches. It has a little bit of a thicker texture, but it tastes good. It's different, but not so different that I'm willing to spike. So I've been looking and searching it, and finally I just took it to God. You know when you don't talk to God right away? And you're looking and you're searching and you're doing everything, but you don't ask God. And so I finally was like, God, this isn't fair. I don't understand how they have all these bread products and nobody thought of low-carb bread. Help me find low-carb bread. And it showed up right on my phone. And I was like, what? Wait, what? What? Sometimes if you want something, ask. Ask Spirit. Ask God. Ask. This was a simple request, but they can't do anything unless I ask. They can watch me run around the house looking for something, you know, looking for a job. They can't do anything unless you ask. Traceybrownlive.com for your own personal readings. Traceybrownlive.com your own personal readings. Also, Starseed Revolution will begin to have readings on Juneteenth. Juneteenth will be Starseed's Revolution. She will begin on Juneteenth. So, also get a reading from her, especially for some of you that have gotten readings from me. Sometimes you need a backup to see what somebody else says. Go to my website. Starseed Revolution is on my website starting Juneteenth. Do you all know what Juneteenth is? Like, I'm not an educator, so I'm not trying to be better than anybody. But do you all know what Juneteenth is? Because it's going to be a big deal in New York City. Juneteenth, anybody? Juneteenth? Juneteenth? Ezekiel bread has carbs. I'm telling you, I checked everything. No, Ezekiel bread has carbs. It might be better balancing out the fiber, but it has like 15 grams of carbs. So, again, not my favorite. Other people can use it. One of my cousins was like, I use Ezekiel bread. I have no problems. I have this thing with bread. Bread is my problem. It's my poison. All right. I hope you guys can hear me because I'm not changing anything at this point. Juneteenth. Juneteenth. Do you guys know what Juneteenth is? Oh my God. I gotta educate you guys. Did everybody freeze? Well, Juneteenth is going to be important in New York City. Juneteenth celebrities when the last slaves were informed slavery ended. Oh my God. I think some of you all are still in before Juneteenth today. I think some of you still are. I talk to a lot of my Facebook people who, they don't realize what they're doing. Celebrate. Oh, celebrate. Thank you. They don't realize what they're doing, but there's such slave mentality that's been going on in their families for years that they don't seem to realize that they're acting pretty much still in, slave time. June 19th, 1865, the Emancipation Proclamation. And it was actually issued on January 1st, 1963, to slaves who could read. Texas was the last Confederate state to have the proclamation announced. Announced after the end of the American Civil War. Texas had a lot of remote slaves that didn't know that they were free. Wow. Emancipation of the last remaining enslaved African Americans in the Confederacy. So, we've been here before, right? The Civil War was about freeing blacks, right? Then the civil unrest in the 1960s, right? Third time is a try. Third time is a try. With the whole different set of feisty young people and feisty black, white, Asian, third time's a try. And the whole world's watching in a whole nother different manner. All right. Kaepernick. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Colin Kaepernick and the NFL. Will they ever take him back? Will he ever get an apology? Let's see. The Tree of Life. Fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessings. Inner sanctuary. They're starting to discuss it. The statement that Roger Goodell put out for the NFL was sloppy at best, and it was not appreciative. In that statement, there should have been, "I'm sorry, we got it wrong. I'm sorry, Kaepernick." We didn't get that. Kaepernick is not the only one that needs to hear this message. We all need to hear this message. Appreciation, spiritual, and emotional reconnection. Yes. They're going to talk to Kaepernick. You better, you bitches. They're going to talk to him. Yeah. I'm so happy. So happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Just push this table back a little bit. Okay, now we can see the cards better. I'm so happy. Yes. All right. Sacral chakra. I gotta look that up. Transformation. Sacral chakra. Browse cards. I want. Yeah, he wants an apology. Colin wants it. He's like, I deserve it. I want it. Thank you. There will be some major transformation probably in about 13 weeks. But is it a trap? Is it confining? Does the NFL think that they're so powerful they can do whatever they want? You know who's going to be responsible for changing the NFL? African American viewers. You all are going to have to turn your back on the NFL. Especially the mature people. Especially the ones that are not out protesting. You're going to have to take a stand with the NFL and turn your TV off and stop watching it and go through withdrawals. The COVID has already taught you that you don't need baseball, right? It's going to be important for the African-American men to stand by Colin. What is it serving you? Except that you put money in the pockets of the NFL that don't even treat their own players well, Drew Brees. You guys have to take a stand. Send a text. I'm not watching you this year. Because whatever they do, it's a trap. If they have to issue an apology, they're going to be so pissed, it's going to come down badly. Ten of Pentacles, families have to stick together. It'll be deceptive. If they apologize, it's because they're afraid of losing money. Better to not apologize. Better to not apologize until there's major changes. Colin, I know how much you want to play. I wouldn't play. I would not play for these people. Not until the system is broken. And the system has nothing to do with the NFL. I would not play. I get a King of Swords. I get a Queen of Pentacles. A lot of people here. I get a King of Cups. I do get Temperance. I do get Temperance. I think they owe Colin an apology. I think an apology should appear very soon, Roger Goodell. If it doesn't appear soon, it will appear in about 13 weeks. I think Roger Goodell, and this looks exactly like him, is going to be forced to make this apology. All right? I think if he doesn't do better at making the apology, he will get fired. I think it has gotten to the point where the system needs to be cleaned from the top. The commissioner cannot stay. Now, he's going to try and hold on to this job. But the more he tries to hold on to this job, the more racist he actually looks. He might even get caught saying something racist, and at that point his hands will be tied, and they will display anything that he does negatively across the airwaves, and then it'll be that much easier to fire him. This is Colin playing chess. Can you see this card? He's waiting patiently. He does not have to do anything. And this is a place of enlightenment, which black folks need to get to, right? We need to get to a place of trusting God with the process, right? It's an internal thing. It's an internal thing. I talk to a lot of my Facebook people who have some trouble, staying firm in their blackness. Like, some of my Facebook people, they might have heard something about Floyd. And I'm like, even if you heard it, why are you repeating it? Because isn't that what the white man does? They feed us, and then we do their job for them. And I'm like, even if you heard it, why are you repeating it? I was just talking to somebody and she used the N-word. I'm like, why are you using the N-word in public to describe a situation that you had? Like, none of that makes sense to me. Even if that's the way you received it. Well, that's what he said. Got it. But he said it to you. Why are you publicly putting it out into the world? What he said. And then to turn around and say, well, that's how, African American men treat each other. And I'm like, that's not the point. And I certainly didn't get that point. I think it's very, very important to play chess better with your lives. Don't be fed so easily. Get to a place of nirvana. This card isn't nirvana. This nirvana is getting there. This is I've arrived. So yeah, I'm not gonna take information that I hear about George Floyd and be the first to put it out. If I hear anything, I'll tell you what I know about Derek Chauvin. And he was in gay porn. I'll do that first before I say anything bad about George Floyd. Fix yourselves. Fix yourselves. Shut the fuck up. Get here. Get where Colin's at peace. Period. Be proud of the protest. Don't be ashamed of the protest. I would even say don't be ashamed of the looting. Because there's so many different degrees of separation with us that I don't know why this person loots. And I don't know why this person's healthy enough to protest. I don't get it, but I don't know if I'm mad at any of it today. Do you understand? Sucks to be you. Shoe store that a black person could never buy $1,000 boots. Sucks to be you. That if we came into your store, you would immediately would be suspicious and immediately assume that we could not buy your stuff. You've been there, any of you? Yeah. You've been there in Nordstrom's, Bloomingdale's, Macy's. We've been there. The Bullseye. Except Walmart. Walmart's the only store that's like, come in. Walmart. Oh my God, you gotta love Walmart. I'm just saying. Exactly. Kililo, they took everything from us and they can rebuild. I don't know if I'm mad at anything. I know that y'all put us in different degrees of desperation. That's what I know. I don't know. I mean, would I encourage the looting? No, I would be like, yo, don't loot. But I don't know if I'm mad at it either. I think when you allow people a lack of funds to their neighborhood, when you don't clean their neighborhoods like you would clean Beverly Hills, when you don't spend money in the educational system and the schools, but pretend like you do, subtle racism. Have anybody been to Watts? Why does Watts look the way it does to this day? Are you kidding me? And Beverly Hills gets to look the way it does? That's about public funds. So yeah, you want me to be upset because people are looting? Who said it? The woman Kimberly. Did you all see her thing? Man, she made it beautiful. Let me see if I can find it. Wait, I'm gonna find it. Because she did it beautifully. I'm not even gonna do it right by her. See if I can find her. You know, Instagram is set up where you can't share stuff with others. It's so annoying. Sometimes I just want to send it to myself to save it for later. Oh, please come through. Please come through. Sometimes I have to... Did you see the little white girl that was filming her dad be racist? It was so funny. I just love her. Little 10-year-old. Oh my God, I love her. Oh, here it is. Let's see if I can get y'all to listen to this. It was beautiful. It was posted by Matthew A. Cherry. Let me see.
Why do you burn down the community? Why do you burn down your own neighborhood? It's not ours. We don't own anything. We don't own anything. There is, Trevor Noah said it so beautifully last night. There's a social contract that we all have. That if you steal or if I steal, then the person who is the authority comes in and they fix the situation. But the person who fixes the situation is killing us. So the social contract is broken. And if the social contract is broken, why the fuck do I give a shit about burning the fucking football Hall of Fame, about burning a fucking Target? You broke the contract. You broke the contract when for 400 years we played your game and built your wealth.
Yeah.
You broke the contract when we built our wealth again on our own, by our bootstraps in Tulsa, and you dropped bombs on us. When we built it in Rosewood, and you came in and you slaughtered us. You broke the contract, so fuck your Target. Fuck your Hall of Fame. As far as I'm concerned, it can burn this bitch to the ground. And it still wouldn't be enough. And they are lucky that what black people are looking for is equality and not revenge.
Yeah. That wasn't the only thing that this young lady said. I love her. Her name is Kimberly. This isn't the only feed. She said something else that was like amazing. Wait, let me just retweet this. Oh, damn it, people. All right. It was beautiful. She just spoke to my heart, and I just... It's just so hard to find things later. All right, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm very impressed with this young lady. Sure it was Instagram I found it. Oh, it doesn't matter. Her name is Kimberly, but I apologize, Kimberly. I cannot remember your last name. If anyone has any videos of her, send it to me, please. Yes. Somebody sent me, you tag Sean King, I block you. Don't tag me. Y'all do that all the time. Don't tag Sean King to me. I like that. You tag Sean King to me, I will block you. No. No. You want to tag that young lady, Kimberly, to me? Then do it. I love that. I would love that very much. All right. All right. It's very important to understand. I'm not confident Colin actually wants to come back anymore. I think he did. I'm not sure he wants to. At least not as a player. His position is too powerful now. It's not about football anymore for him. It's about movement. And it definitely is about completing his stance between black and white. This is Colin here, but kind of merging these together so that everybody's running the same page. He's not actually, I correct that, he's not asking people to merge. He's asking people to be on the same page. He's a magician. He bounces back. He's an amazing man. I love Colin. Love him. Love him. He is an amazing, amazing man. Yeah, I think he's starting to figure that out, Kathy. I think he wanted to come back. But I just think in light of all these protests, it's not necessary anymore. As a player, I do not believe he wants to come back. I think if he comes back, I think it will be on an executive level. That's what I think. I think he's all about football. But I think the movement is now bigger than football. So I don't believe he wants to okey doke and try out for a team. It's just beneath him now. That's what I think. And I think he's capable of moving mountains, like literally. And I think he wants to move mountains in a healthy way so that we're no longer speaking black against whites. And the only person that could do that is Colin. I really think the NFL needs to be compromised. I'm talking to black men who tend to sell out. This movement is too important. Older black men especially. Do not sell out. You don't have to watch football this year. You need to show Roger Goodell that you're supporting the kids out in the street. Football is not going to be the game. And you need to send text messages to the NFL, to Roger Goodell. We are not watching this year. It needs to be a whole campaign. Who's going to start it, black man? You're so big and bad. Who's going to start this? You all watched George Floyd die. He's in your age bracket. I'm talking to that age bracket. Who's going to start the campaign and stop this for George? Just saying. Just saying. I don't know. It's coming from a woman, so I don't know if they're going to like it coming from a woman. The black man could be very funny about that. Sorry. I'm in no way trying to make fun of you. I'm saying I'm tired of you. And I'm tired of the double standards. And how dare you think it's okay to put football before the movement. You might want to look at where you're at because you all need to get here. You all need to get to the point where you don't care. I'd like to see that happen. So if you're not such a feminine black man, then you won't be upset with the words that come out of my mouth. If you're not a girl, internally, you won't be upset with the words that come out of my mouth. You'll really think about what I'm trying to say. Don't fact check it, right? Yeah. Yeah, Angie, thank you. All right, let me stop upsetting the black man. They're very sensitive people. I'd like to see you all not do football this year. And I'm not talking about the black women, because y'all just follow the black man. Much in the same, white women follow their white men and voted for Trump. Start exercising your own brains, women. Jesus Christ. All right. Is that close? No. That's as close as I'm going to get. How's that? Call their ass out. Come on. It's time. It's time. They're not doing right by us, the culture. So we've got to start saying something. Like, we can't be afraid of the same man that we want to love. We can't be afraid of them. So we've got to be able to say, what are you doing? We're not watching football. You know who's always carried the culture? Always? Women. Always. Always. Upside down. Athlete. You guys be thinking I be making this shit up. This is athlete. That is the best. That is the best. Shadow attributes of the athlete. I'm afraid to look at this. What is this? Shadow attributes. Misuse of athletic ability for selfish end. Goodall and African American men. Misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends. False sense of invulnerability and entitlement. And I think that's what I was saying to the black man. Don't be so, I gotta watch football. No. By the way, the COVID is going to kill you anyway, right? Because most of y'all are unhealthy, right? Most of y'all are unhealthy. Black men is who I'm talking to, right? Because most of y'all have the big fat gut, right? So please take the oregano pills and get yourself healthy. Take your vitamin D3, right? And whatever you do, it's really important to stop watching football. Because there's this entitlement and this need that was put inside of you. Take it out. Take it out and take a stand. If these kids can protest for me, I can feed them. If these kids can protest for me, you can stop watching football. All right, I'm over it. Shadow athlete manifests as a misuse of strength. False sense of invulnerability. Dirty play. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I say? Even if Colin went back, they would screw him over. Dirty play or lack of honor that compels one to cheat. Does not have a strong code of ethics, does not have a strong code of morals. Does not have willpower and does not have strength of spirit. This, the hermit, is strength of spirit. So good luck, black man. My prayer for you, my prayer for the black man, is that you guys will rise up and not watch football when it comes out. That's my prayer for you. I don't care who in the NFL doesn't get paid. If Drew Brees doesn't make you mad, nothing will make you mad. You stand for nothing. You stand for nothing if Drew Brees doesn't make you mad in the NFL. No, I think we're talking about today. So today, they just don't need to watch the NFL. I'm at the gate. And at the gate, we don't need to watch it this year. Once you just need to want to watch it, then yeah, form your own league again. You do that. Do anything that stops you from letting the white man dictate how you operate. Thank you. Are we good? I always say every Sunday, I'm like, it's going to be short. It's going to be short. How long did I go today? 50 minutes. I always, listen, you guys better wish Bible study starts up again. Because without Bible study, I just ramble on. I don't even try to rush. At least with Bible study, I was trying to rush and get out and complain. I gotta go. But now, I got a lot of time on my hands. If there's going to be any changes, major changes, it will not occur until next season. Next season. Literally next season. August of next year. Yep. You will see the NFL be a whole new system. But we got to take a stand today because they are stubborn and they make a lot of money. There are a lot of rich white men. So as long as y'all give them money, they don't have to do anything. Apologize to Kaepernick. And it's got to come from Goodell. All right. I love you guys. Thank you. No, Corona's still around. Everybody's going to get sick in a minute. Listen, get your oregano pills. What are you people doing? Stop asking me the dumbest questions. Get your oreganos. The Corona's still around. All the protesters, they're all going to get sick in a minute. I'm sorry. They are. But you don't have to die from it. So get some oregano pills and vitamin D3 for black folks. All right, guys? I love you. You can get all this on Amazon for less than whatever amount. Oh, get your zero carb, zero net bread. Again, I got this from Amazon. I really love this bread. I just want to hug it. I want to go to bed with it. Like this. Yeah. It's really good. There's nothing better than finding bread that you could eat that won't spike you. All right, I've gone crazy. Bye, guys. Wait, gotta hit them where it hurts with our money in their pockets. Exactly. Sending a hug.